Hi, I'm Tyler Peterson. I teach the frequency of leadership. This is the November alignment where I teach leaders how to raise their frequency to create the results they want with less stress and effort, enjoy the process, and feel more fulfilled. This month, I want to address the conflict happening in our world. This is an intense and challenging time for so many people, and many of us want to help and contribute in some way to end armed conflict. The vast majority of us want peace, not war. As you know, there are two terrible conflicts taking place that are front and center in our media. But did you know that there are in fact many more happening in other parts of our world? In Sudan, Myanmar, Nigeria, Yemen, Syria. These are just to name a few. There are actually many, many more. So the question is, what can we do to bring about peace? Traditionally, we've been taught that the only way to create change is to take action, to do something out in our physical world. Perhaps it's making a donation or volunteering, maybe providing humanitarian assistance, or even working directly with the populations and their leaders to negotiate peace. These are all important and necessary actions that need to be taken. But do you realize there's an additional, equally significant and powerful way to reduce conflict and bring about peace? We can use the power of our consciousness to reduce conflict. More than 350 scientific studies in over 200 universities across 30 countries worldwide, dozens of which are published in many peer-reviewed scientific journals, have demonstrated that when groups of individuals shifted their consciousness by meditating, those locations experienced a significant decrease in crime, social violence, terrorism, and war, and increased levels of peace. If you'd like to check out these studies for yourself, you can start by visiting the Global Union of Scientists for Peace. Their website is www.gusp.org. This research is profound. I can't emphasize that enough. If you're here watching this video, then you already have an idea of the power of your consciousness. The way our consciousness creates an impact in our physical world is through our frequency, which again consists of our thoughts, our beliefs, and our emotions. Each of us, we create our reality with our frequency. And each of our individual frequencies contributes to and creates our collective reality. So what can each of us do? Well, there are two distinct ways we can use our frequency to help bring about peace to all the regions in our world experiencing any kind of conflict. The first is to resolve conflict within yourself. You are part of humanity. Your frequency creates every experience in your life and contributes to our collective reality in every moment. It just requires a quick look at our world to see the predominant low frequencies playing out. Division, fear, scarcity, control. Your frequency is shared with all of humanity 24/7. Whatever frequency you hold and broadcast, it makes it more available and easier for everyone else to go into resonance with. So first, we need to look at our inner world and ask, where am I holding the frequency of conflict in my own life? Maybe it's with a spouse or a parent, maybe a neighbor, maybe a colleague. Perhaps it's even with yourself. Many times we discover there's an ongoing conflict within ourselves. We can inquire within ourselves, why haven't I been able to resolve this conflict? What's at the heart of this conflict for me? Is there something I need to understand? Is there something I fear losing? What would I need to change within myself in order to resolve this conflict and experience more peace? We've been conditioned to look outside ourselves and fix things by changing our external environment, to blame others for our circumstances and challenges, and to think that if only this other person or situation would change, then I would be happy and my life would be better. Life would be perfect. I'm smiling and laughing because I am very guilty of doing that. We are each solely responsible for our own frequency. So to the extent that you experience conflict within yourself, whether that's towards yourself or towards anyone or anything external to you, you are holding the frequency of conflict, and therefore it's made that much more available to all of humanity. here's the amazing thing. As you resolve conflict within yourself, you also reduce the frequency of conflict for the rest of the world. As you begin to hold more peace within yourself, you make the frequency of peace more available to all of humanity. Do you see how this works? Your frequency contributes to our collective frequency in reality. As your frequency changes, our world also changes. Resolving conflict within ourselves is a process of becoming more aware of what we choose to focus on and our emotional responses. Our frequency follows our focus. When we consume news stories that elicit emotions of fear, pain, shock, anger, conflict, it's easy to go into resonance with these low frequencies and feel and experience that same frequency. The resonance of our emotions reinforces and supports the frequencies we're seeking to resolve. Our ongoing emotional responses like this, they actually keep us engaged with and sustain the frequency of conflict. You know, it's important to be informed about what's going on in the world so we can take wise and balanced action. And that means knowing enough to choose for ourselves what frequency we want to intentionally create. In this case, we can be informed and also consciously choose to create the frequency of peace, not fear, pain, or anger or conflict, which again only perpetuates more of the same for ourselves and the world. We are living in unprecedented times of global change. This historic moment presents an opportunity for individuals to create, align with, and share more elevated frequencies like abundance, mutual respect, personal sovereignty, freedom, and love. And it all starts with resolving conflicts and limitations within ourselves. If you want to start learning how to do this, go to our website, thefrequencyofleadership.com, and sign up to receive our free Essentials video series. It'll walk you through how to intentionally create with your frequency and release limitations. As you do, your frequency effortlessly elevates. These principles are so powerful, and I encourage you to go check it out if you haven't already. You know, now's a good moment for me to say, I didn't discover the principles of frequency. I learned them from many wonderful teachers and through my own direct experiences. I've spent a lifetime learning, synthesizing, teaching, and distilling this information into a clear and actionable framework you can immediately incorporate into your daily life. Exercising the power of your frequency is a paradigm shift in how you and how me and all of us as leaders create the future we want to live in. Now, let's talk about the second way to help create peace. The second way is to set the clear intention that peace comes to all the regions and people experiencing conflict, and then to meditate and hold that intention while feeling that outcome in your body. So in meditation, you're intentionally cultivating the feelings and emotions of peace within yourself, experiencing it for yourself in the moment, and then directing it to those places and people of your choice. You can direct it to a specific region like Israel and Gaza, or Ukraine and Russia. You can also simply intend that it goes to all locations and all people that are experiencing armed conflict or any form of conflict in their lives right now. You can do this in dedicated meditations or in little moments throughout your day, pausing to feel peace and intending that it's shared with the rest of humanity. And here's something amazing. The beauty of this is that as you share these high frequency intentions for others, you also benefit, for you're experiencing the very frequency you're sharing. And we've talked about this before. When a group of people share an intention, it amplifies the impact. To learn more about these incredible healing benefits, you can check out Lynn McTaggart's amazing research on the power of intention. Your individual frequency matters. Your individual frequency creates a tangible, real-world impact. Peace literally begins inside each of us. When enough of us make the choice to hold peace within ourselves, either temporarily in a meditation or permanently by resolving conflict within ourselves, we exponentially increase the possibility of a peaceful resolution to conflict, again, both within ourselves and out in our world. So, you know what? Let's do this together right now. I'll guide us in the meditation for a few minutes to first feel peace inside of ourselves, And then set the intention to share that peace with places in our world that are experiencing conflict. Then I'll transition into our regular channeled alignment energies. If you're new here, I channel energy that accelerates your process of raising your frequency. This energy is incredible. It's intelligent, it reads your unique frequency, and works directly with you, tailoring itself to your specific needs. The energy works with you physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, basically on all levels of our being. You may experience physical sensations, have insights, or feel elevated and peaceful. Each of our experiences is totally unique, and each time you do this, you'll likely have a unique experience. These energies help us to experience and align with higher frequencies, which is, in fact, our natural state of being. And peace is absolutely a higher frequency. So let's begin. I'll just invite you to close your eyes. And let's focus on our breathing for a moment. So just taking a deep breath in through your nose and a longer, slower exhale out through your mouth. And then one more deep breath in through your nose and a longer, slower exhale out through your mouth. And then let's set the intention to ground. So feeling our feet on the ground, inviting Earth's energies up into our body, and feeling that connection with Earth. Wonderful. And now bringing our awareness into our heart centers. And this can be as straightforward as just intending for our awareness to rest in our heart centers. So just bringing awareness to your heart and resting there for a moment. When we connect with our heart centers like this, we're aligning with our highest frequency. Okay, now let's begin cultivating for ourselves individually the experience of peace. So you can do this in a number of ways. You can just intend it. Start to feel what peace feels like in your body. You can remember experiences in your life that were deeply peaceful. Bring that to mind and feel that in your body. You can also imagine maybe there's a conflict you personally are experiencing within yourself or in your life in this moment. And imagine what it would be like if that were resolved permanently and in its place was peace. So just exercise your imagination in that way too, if it's helpful. Imagining peace in your life in place of the conflict you're currently experiencing, its resolution. And just check in with your body. Where do you feel this peacefulness in your body? Can you notice how the state of your mind may have changed? Maybe you're feeling more calm, more present. And just continue for another moment or two, cultivating this deep experience of peace. You may notice other feelings or emotions that arise with this. You might feel some joy. It's very similar to peace. And now simply set the intention that these deep feelings of peace and calm, perhaps even joy that you're experiencing, intend that they be shared with specific people or places that are experiencing conflict, that are experiencing war right now. You can also intend that they just go to all around the world and flow to all those people and places that are experiencing any form of conflict. And as you realize, as you know and feel how the peace you've cultivated within yourself is supporting and helping those who need it, supporting and helping all of humanity, maybe there's a sense of gratitude that begins to arise within you. The realization that you're making a contribution, that you're helping, and that this is actually a powerful way to support the transformation of our world, moving from conflict to peace. So let that gratitude fuel even deeper levels of peace. And you can even imagine streams of energy flowing to those people and places or all around the world. And continue in your own way, whatever works for you, to reinforce and to amplify and sustain these wonderful feelings of peace, calm, maybe joy. Continue allowing these emotions to be present and strong within your experience, and continue intending that they flow to those people who are in need of them, those places that are in need of it. Okay, and I invite you to continue doing this as you can in this meditation. I'm going to add an additional component here now by opening to the channel and allowing those alignment energies to begin flowing through to you and supporting you to transform your life, to elevate your frequency, to release limitations, and potentially to also resolve any conflict that you may be experiencing in your life, within yourself. So I'm opening to those energies now, and we'll just continue cultivating peace and sharing it. So here we go. That's the end of our meditation and our alignment. If you're really feeling strong energy or enjoying the meditation, by all means, just tune me out and continue. For everyone else, thank you so much for joining me in our shared meditation for peace, and I hope you enjoyed the alignment energies. That's our alignment for this month. I hope you enjoy the month of November and look forward to being with you again soon. All right, take care.